Hello, I'm Jack Kelly, Senior Vice President of Business Development here at Achieve, and this is the second episode in a three-part series with our long-standing partners, Apigee. In this video, Kevin Park, Customer Engineer from Apigee, and I will go over how the onboarding experience on your developer portal can have a significant impact on your speed to market, and how this directly ties to your overall business value.
So Jack,
Yes.
how does an improved onboarding experience directly tie to business value?
Oh, it's pretty clear path, actually. Obviously, if you're having a good onboarding experience, when you talk about speed to market or speed to revenue, that's going to be realized a lot more quickly. There's not as many questions, stumbling blocks, errors, etc. So these things can get up and running, whether it be internal or external. That's really important. And one of the things too is when you look at it, you really want to create a community around this, even if it's internal. Now, there's a couple different ways to do that. Obviously, internally, what you want to have is a situation where you have maybe an evangelist that's in there that can help you not only initially get it set up, but go out to the different departments and the different organizations, because we're looking at enterprises a lot of times that are very large distributed groups that have different people that can utilize these APIs. You got to be in front of them. You got to be making sure that they see that this is a great experience to actually come in, utilize the APIs, and become part of it. And then that creates a little bit more of a buzz about what's going on, and people want to use it. So we see that happening with one of our clients right now, to where they're in one business unit, there's 12 others just banging at the door that want to get in there. So it can be a pretty exciting experience when that happens. The other maybe more complex way is there's an actually community component of the developer portal. So if it's maybe more applicable for external or large internal organizations, where you can actively have forums going on, people communicating with each other, talking about, hey, here's what's working, here's what's not working, those sorts of things. And so that, got to be clear, you need an administrator for that, and it's a commitment to do that. But it is a really cool way should you get to that next level.
And that's very exciting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're truly building a community, an ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's not just your internal developers developing against their APIs. Random Joes from a Starbucks or some coffee shop somewhere can be on their laptop just quickly typing and tapping away to build against their APIs.
Absolutely. And they can access other users and say, hey, I'm looking at this, I was having this challenge, and somebody comes back and said, I had the same one, here's how you take care of it.
And the great thing is that builds momentum.
Oh, yeah.
As the initial developers on board, more and more developers on board, they spread those ideas, they use those apps that leverage those APIs.
Right.
And it just builds a momentum where pretty soon you have so many developers, so many active users against
Absolutely.
your APIs.
Yeah, and the reputation, then that whole idea of build it, then they will come actually starts to happen. And what does that do? Speeds up development, speeds up revenue, speed to market, that whole kind of theme that we have going here. It takes care of all those things, but it has to be intentional. You can't just expect it to happen. The cornerstone of that good onboarding process is that first important step.
Exactly. And another point is that, of course, these days everyone wants CI/CD. Everyone wants automation, everyone wants DevOps.
Right.
So do you really want an onboarding process where an admin has to manually onboard and send credentials and test documentation back and forth? It just makes no sense.
No.
Inject automation across your entire API lifecycle.
Yep, absolutely.